Hey guys, it's Erica. Welcome back. I just finished teaching and I've come to a realization. I've been thinking about this all weekend. I think it really hit me this morning when I was just feeling exhausted despite getting to sleep in till 6 a.m. Guys, I'm done. I'm done. I bought this t-shirt maybe for nothing. I'm probably going to be wearing it at the gym now, but I have one regular that I promised I'd stick around for. I've had a couple regulars that I promised to stick around for, but they've all since fallen off my schedule. So I'm going to teach this one student and I'm going to be done. For whatever reason, I never do this. I haven't done it in over a year. I opened up I accepted booking requests like through the end of September. Like why I did this, I don't know. I'm not even sure, but I did. So normally I'd be able to say, bye Jen at the end of this week because I was only opening up one week at a time, but I do have some scattered classes. So I think I'm not going to open anything this coming frenzy. Usually, since the everything changed in August, I started opening up bookings again during the frenzy. I'm not doing that. And then it's just going to dwindle down. I'm going to accept some priority bookings. I think I'm going to be teaching on Tuesdays and Thursdays anyway, so I'm going to accept priority bookings for those days. I might even open up slots in those days. I'm already up, why not? But I think I'm going to get to a point where I'm just teaching my one student at 8:30 in the morning. That's it. That way I get to sleep in, I get to move on. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know, I've kind of surprised myself. There was a time in my life when I would just go after, like, if there was something to be got, I wanted it. And this whole, I see stuff in the Hutang, people are thinking, oh, bookings should stay pretty good for 6 months. It's going to dwindle down after 9 to 12 months. And if there are bookings to be had, they want them. There's some people opening up their schedule even more to grab more students. I just can't see it. I don't know. I guess some of you are seeing things that I just can't see. All I see is just like things slowing down. I see like the word death comes to mind. That's such a horrible thing to say, but there was a time when I had a goals board and it was like, I still remember that when I was trying to get to 1,000 classes, I was like every day putting numbers on the board. I was so excited. I was trying to get to like a certain amount of, I think I wanted like 1,000 classes and like 500 feedbacks or something. So my feedback used to be really high. And I had all these goals. I wanted to teach this many short notice. I wanted to get this many trials. And I had kind of a strategy for getting trials. And it was so fun. It was like kind of like a game that I felt like I could win. And now I don't. I feel like I'm just losing. It just feels like a lot of loss. And I thought I could take it, but I can't. So I don't really have anything like planned. Like what comes next. I have interviewed for a job. I have a second interview this Thursday, which I'm really excited about. It's for Community Action. It's a community-based organization and one of the arms of this community institution, organization. One of the things they do is they promote early literacy from like birth to third grade, age 8. And so I'm going to be going to one of the sites. I think it's called Kinder Kickstart. Going to one of the sites, I'm going to be reading a book about space. And then my job, part of what they'll be assessing me on is I have to design an educational activity to go along with the book or the theme of what we're doing. And it's space. So I'm like, oh, I feel like I got thrown a soft pitch. That'll be fun. I love space. I've already got some ideas about what I want to do with the kids. So that'll be fun. No guarantees. There could be 10 working interviews going on this week, and I am just one of those 10. But I'm hoping by the end of the month, I'll know either way. Like, yes, no, let's move on. Let's go forward. But the world feels full of possibilities. When I think about community action and I think about the bilingual story time that I'm going to be starting in a couple weeks, it just feels like full of possibilities. Like the sky is the limit, or at least that's how it feels. And with VIPKID, it doesn't feel like that anymore. In fact, I had this lovely student. This isn't my regular Cindy. She was new. She was a new Cindy to me. And normally when I'd meet a student like this that I just clicked with, and she was level 6, and she's very fluent, very easy to talk to. It was easy to build rapport on both sides. I thought, oh wow, I want to make sure that I really build rapport, and I'm going to write my feedback a certain way because I want this girl to be my regular student. And I don't know, long ago, in a time that feels very far away, that's exactly like how I would have felt. I would have done this. And this was just, I'm going to build rapport with you so we can have a great learning experience today. It's just very in the moment. And that just feels weird. I don't like that. I don't like when I'm at the stage. My husband was in the military for a while, and that last month or so, or 6 months, once he got orders to go to a new duty station, I always hated that time because it was like, what do I do with my friendships? And what do I do with my connections in the community? What would I do with my job? And I never liked that feeling. It's just once I know we're going, I want to just cut ties and move on. I mean, obviously I kept some friends along the way, but I don't know. I just want to move on. I don't like this idea of just lingering sadness, watching things wind down, watching things die. So I'm moving on, and it surprised me because I'm not always like that. In the past, I hadn't been like that, and I didn't think I was going to be like that with VIPKID. But what about you guys? Have you kind of made a decision when everything came down in August? You're like, I'm doing this, and you're doing it. Or did you decide one thing and do another? Now you're doing this thing. I don't know. Where are you guys at? Where are you at? This is where I'm at. I think I'm done. Watch next week. I'll make a video and be like, oh no, I'm staying. But today I feel pretty resolute in this decision to wind things down. Finish out the rest of my teaching. Only accept bookings on maybe 2 days of the week, the Tuesday and Thursday when I have my regular that I'm sticking around for, and just see what happens. So I wish you guys luck. I hope that you are well, and I'd love to hear what's going on. That's one thing that's been so encouraging. I love hearing about some people have become brick and mortar teachers. Some people are switching gears and doing something totally unrelated to teaching. I'd love to hear your story. Please share it with me below. Talk to you next time. Bye.